You got to be psyched.
I am. I'm very excited.
And a lot's going on. You got a new baby?
I do have a new baby.
This is this is like a police interrogation.
Yeah.
Were you? That's very exciting. This
it's
is
nice to have a baby around. I don't know what I'm doing though.
Yeah.
You know, they don't teach you how to have kids.
No.
They teach you how to birth them. Like did you go to birthing classes?
Went to birthing class. Yeah.
I just think it's weird that there's birthing classes because that's not. You can't do that wrong.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's not, like if you don't take the class, oh, it came out my eye. I should have taken a class, you know. But then once there's a kid that you could ruin, they just kick you out of the hospital. Good luck, idiot. You know.
That's the shocking part to anyone who hasn't had a child. The baby shows up, and there's this whole 9-month build-up to it, and then the minute you have the baby, they say, "Get out of here."
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Yeah.
And what's worse is my wife will like send me out with the baby. Like, go out. I'm like, you're never going to see either of us again. That's crazy. Because I'm an idiot. I'm the most useless, and I forget stuff. Like one time I had her in the stroller and I take her to the car. We're in a parking lot and it's hot. So I go get the AC going. I come back and I realize this tailpipe is right in her face. And she's like, and I'm like, oh my God! I almost destroyed the child. How could I tell my wife that that's how I killed our kid? Like, I don't know, sorry, you know, like I'd have to throw her into traffic. My baby or something like that. I couldn't go home and face that.
Yeah, that's the right thing to do. Yeah.
I think so. That would be the right call.
Do you have a lot of friends who are married with kids? Do you have people that you can talk to?
I have a lot of people that I associate that have kids who I hate, but I don't have friends that don't have kids anymore because I don't relate to them. You know, they have a lot of time on their hands. Those people,
right?
And I get IMs, little text messages from a friend of mine who has no kids, and like he wrote me, he said, "I'm on a plane and we haven't taken off yet." That's the IM. That's it.
Right. Right.
So I wrote back, "I hope your plane crashes."
Oh man!
And he gets upset and he calls me and he says, "Take it back. You have to take it back." I'm like, why? I hope it actually crashes, so why would I take it back? And he says, well, how are you going to feel if the plane crashes now that you said that? I'm like, are you kidding? That would be amazing to know I can do that. The power. Best day of my life.
I say things and they happen.
Yeah, happily trade your life for that power.
Yeah.
But no, it doesn't work anymore with other people once you have kids. And also, it's lopsided. Like, what you expect from children and what you expect from adults is totally different. You expect a ridiculous amount of politeness from your poor kid that you never... Like, I could be at a bar with my friend and he'll say, "Hey, you fat, bald douchebag, buy me a drink." And I will buy him an expensive drink.
Right. That's just the way you talk to each other,
Yeah, but I'll be in the kitchen with my daughter and she says, "Papa, I want water." And I go, "And how do we ask for water? Do we say please when we ask?" She's like, "Hey, I'll die of thirst if you don't get it. I can't reach the glasses, you idiot. Get me the water." It's not fair.
Now, do you think you're a good parent?
No,
being objectively.
No, I'm awful. Because you don't turn into this great person when you're a parent. You just you're a jerk who has a huge responsibility now. And I lie to my daughter, like, shockingly. She's 4, and I've lied to her.
Like, what kind of lies?
Well,
what are you
like the other day, I was eating these chocolates. Somebody sent my wife these chocolates, and I'm not allowed to ever have them. But they're just getting moldy. She won't eat them.
Right.
So I'm eating them.
Right.
So I'm in the pantry and I'm just, I'm not even enjoying them. I'm just going, screw her, I can eat these, like I'm not, it's a totally self-defeating moment.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm eating the chocolates and my daughter catches me. And she says, "What are you eating?" And I said, "These are black tomatoes." So now she thinks there's a thing called black tomatoes.
Right.
That's who I'm raising. I lie to her constantly. Like, every time we're walking down the street and she's telling me a story, I'm lying that I'm listening to any of it. First of all, her stories suck. They're not interesting.
There's not a linear progression.
No, there's, But also... I would listen if she had any notion of, like, traveling of sound. Like, we're walking on 8th Avenue, and she's talking like this, and I would have to put my ear on her face to hear her in the middle of traffic. So I just go, "Wow, yeah, wow." And I just keep saying that, and she keeps her going.
Right. She's satisfied.
Because she has no problem. See, I can't do that with my wife. Because if I'm talking to my wife, she says something and I go, wow. She's like, that doesn't match what I said. You're not listening! But,
Wow. I was actually listening. What? I do that during celebrity interviews sometimes.
Sure.
Wow.
Sure.
What kind of parents did you have? Because they always say that can have that can be important.
My parents worked very hard. They both worked, and they didn't pay much attention to what they were doing, I don't think, because like they sent me to camp when I was in 3rd grade. And this is a true story. They sent me to camp. They didn't think much about the camp. They just picked one out of the phone book. This is true.
They looked up a camp quickly in the phone book, didn't look into it, and just sent you there.
That's an absolute true story. Camp for retarded kids. True story. I'm not lying.
Seriously?
I'm not lying.
Oh my God.
I went to camp for retarded kids because my parents were very unthorough in the research.
They didn't, vet the situation
And
properly.
I'll never forget the moment I arrived there and I look around and I go, oh my God, I'm retarded.
No one told you.
How would I be the only kid who's not? And I guess I figured that's how they tell you. They just send you, and you show up and you go, oh, I'm retarded. Oh, well, here we go. Get this.
Oh, my God. Wow, all right.
So that's the kind of parents I had.
Yeah.
If I can beat that, I'm in good shape.
Yeah. We have a clip here from Lucky Louie. Yes, we do. Set this clip up. Help me with this.
This is, my wife wants to have another kid, and I think it's a horrible idea.
Right.
It's directly from my life.
All right.
Because we had no money, and my wife, I want another baby. And I said no, and then she had sex with me after a 7-year drought, and so there we have now a daughter. So, but this is fiction.
Okay.
And this is my wife and I arguing about whether or not we should have another child.
Let's take a look at this clip from Lucky Louie.
Kim, we can't afford another baby.
But we always said we'd have 2 kids. We agreed when we had Lucy that we wouldn't make her be alone.
Yeah, but not now. Do you know how much we have in checking right now? Negative $50. We have to raise $50 to be broke.
I don't care. I'm not waiting. Lucy is 4 already. I'm getting pregnant right now.
Well, you ain't getting pregnant without my sperm.
That is not your sperm. That is our sperm. That's my sperm. Give it back.
That's a new concept. It is our sperm.
It is our sperm.
Lucky Louie airs Sunday nights at 10:30 on HBO, and Louie's new DVD, One Night Stand, is available in stores now. Hilarious stuff. Thanks a lot,
Thank
Louie.
you very
Louis
much,
C.K.,
Tony.
we'll be right back.
I live in New York City, and it's okay there. I live in a nice building. I never lived in a nice place before. When I was growing up, I had no money. I mean, my mom didn't. Didn't matter. I was a child. But I'm not used to it because it's nice. There's like a pretty courtyard with flowers and a fountain with little marble boys pissing. I don't know. What is it with fountains? Like, all fountain sculptors are pedophiles, basically. You can't get a fountain made without... Can you make me a fountain? Yes, I'll get started right away. Oh, yes! Yes! It's finished! And it's just little boys pissing on the face of a Greek god that looks like him a lot. Piss on me forever! Anyway, there's one of those in the courtyard of my building. And my first week in the building about a year ago, I went down to the courtyard for the first time. And I didn't look too good, you know? It was a Sunday morning. That's my least presentable hour. There's a lot of, just stains, just like, food and me and whatever. And so I'm sitting there. So, shut up. Oh. Anyway, so there I was. I'm sitting on the stone bench of this courtyard and feeling a little out of place. There's these fancy doormen and stuff. And then there's this guy looking at me. I notice he's looking at me from across the courtyard. And he's all spiffy looking. He's got brown shoes, and he's looking at me like, I could tell he was thinking I don't live in the building. He thinks I just wandered in off the street and sat in a courtyard. I could tell he's thinking of coming over and dealing with me on his own. And I'm sitting there thinking like, oh, please do that. Yes, please, come on. And I'm trying to look even more gross, and I'm like pulling up my shirt. And then I see him go, oh no, that's not gonna do at all. And he comes over to me. And I'm like, I'm so excited to have this thing. The confrontation where I'm not wrong at all. And he thinks I am. So he comes over, says, excuse me, do you live in this building? And I said, no. Because why not start there? I said, no. He goes, well, then what are you doing here? And I said, I just need to rest. I'm having a hard time. He says, this is private property. And I said, well, I don't really believe in that. You know, just the worst things I could say from his point of view is basically all the things I was saying. And he goes, well, if you don't leave, I'm going to talk to the doorman. I was like, can I just stay like 5 more hours? So he's, no. And he goes over to the doorman. And I see him talking about me to the doorman like this. And then I see the doorman going, oh, no, that guy lives here. That's okay. And the look on his face, it was just so, it was this beautiful cocktail of anger and confusion. It's like I had invented a new way to hurt somebody's feelings. That's how excited I was.
By putting something on the window that's not really about the product, but about their morality. Sometimes you see a store, it's got a sign above the door that says like, no hate allowed in here. Like, fuck off, hate, you piece of shit. No hate in there? I hate my father. Like, do I have to stay outside and deal with it before I can come in to buy some shoes? Sometimes the store tries to tell you how ethical they are in the production of their product. I saw one store, it was a women's clothing store, and it had a sign outside, and it said this. It said, 92% of our garments are responsibly produced. just don't put anything. That's 92% is not high enough for bragging. Because that means 8% of their clothes are like, you don't even want to know how we made this shit. It was a bloodbath when we made that skirt. We just tore the skin off of some Honduran kid's back. It's really cat.
Fourth grade, and I was fifth grade maybe, I don't know which one, and I was sitting in a class and eating some snack, and I was sort of just looking off into space, and I had always had big holes in the crotch of my pants, because my mom bought me cheap pants at King's department store, and they don't even have a changing room. She would just hold it against my waist, and I'd go home and wear them, and they'd split after like 3 days. So I had a big hole, just all fucking hole, and I'm sitting there like this, and I tried to get used to not, whatever. So I'm sitting there like this, and I had an inadvertent and unaware boner at the time. And so it was just pushing my white underwear out, just fucking angry little pin-like boner, just sticking out of my pants, like straight out. And Jill Cassavant, who was the fucking coolest, sexiest chick in the class, pointed down at this and went, ew! And I looked up and everyone was going, ah! Pointing at my dick and screaming. And that moment is me. That is who I am. That's how powerful it was. And
not only do they talk about you being the undisputed king of comedy, and people love this show, there are these, I mean, yours is deeper and broader. Comparisons to Lenny Bruce, comparisons to Bob Dylan, comparisons to being a sort of philosopher king.
Jesus.
Do you want to not talk about that because it should be... Where does it come from, and how do you see what you are?
I don't know. I mean, I'm just a comedian, you know. I think that's the bedrock of what I am. I do a lot of other things. Yeah. You know, I have a TV show, and I act a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm a dad and I'm a comic. That's really mostly what I am. So anything beyond that, I always get a little uncomfortable. I'm good at writing and directing and stuff. I'm good at that stuff. But I think
you were doing that before you...
Yeah, I've been doing that for a while. Yeah, I love doing those things. I always feel like I'm trying those things, though, even if I'm always feel like I'm just trying that.
But it takes a while to make a comedian, doesn't it?
Yeah, it takes a long, long time. I mean, to make a really thoroughly good, you know, a ripe, baked, ready for, you know, ready to pull the bottle out of the keg.
Time or whatever.
Yeah, ready to really actually look at from all angles.
What does it take? Living.
Yeah, you know, it takes understanding life through living it, and then being on stage an awful lot and not giving up. That's all. It's just, you know.
And being prepared to fail.
Oh, yeah. That's really the road. Failure is the road to being a great comic, I think. So if you always kind of back away from the tough things and find easy routes, you'll do okay.
So failure is what? Not being funny?
Yeah, well, not succeeding in the moment.
So maybe being funny, but nobody got it or something.
Right. If you don't get a laugh, or you have a bad show, or you're starting to feel a little uncomfortable, there's a comfort factor that feels real good, and it's nice to wear it once in a while. But when you stray off the road, you know, it's like if you're on a vacation and you're seeing everything that was sort of laid out for you where everybody else has been. But if you take a road off to the side and you feel a little uncomfortable all of a sudden, you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no obvious tourist things, but you're learning an awful lot all of a sudden.
But failure has been a subject of yours too. I mean, not just that failure shapes you, but you talk about failure.
Yeah, it's a fascinating thing because most people avoid it. So if you can get to a place where you kind of like it, you know, I mean, you like what you get out of it, then it's new territory, you know.
What do you learn as a comedian in that 25 years? You actually cited 25 years. It takes 25 years to make a comedian. What is it you learn? You learn presence. You learn a oneness with an audience.
Yeah.
You learn a sense of who you are and what your own strengths are. But those are obvious to me, and I'm not a comedian.
Yeah, those come pretty quickly, I think. Like a stage presence comes pretty quickly, depending on who you are. How to write jokes and how to generate material and know it's going to work, that sort of comes, you know, first 10 years you're building the skills. Yeah. The basic
but the skills are what? Timing, delivery?
Yeah, timing and delivery and material, you know.
Material that works.
Generating the jokes, because most comedians, you know, you write your own stuff, you come up with your own thing, connecting with an audience. And then there's all sorts of other things that happen. You know, your best show keeps getting higher and higher. That's the first thing. How good you can do keeps increasing, but then the really important thing is how bad your worst show starts coming up. I think that's for any performer. You know, your worst show needs to come up close to the best show, so that even on your worst night, you're still.
Okay, so in the new season, your best show shouldn't the worst show should be much closer to the best show.
The margin should be like that. That's right. Yeah. So
Now, how does that happen?
Well, experience. It's just experience. Yeah. It's just you know, there's hardly any situation that I haven't seen. So, you know, when I feel an audience, you know, you get an instinct for things.
But did you have the power of observation always? You just had to learn how to shape it and form it. I mean, to see life with a comedic eye.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's just the way I look at things, and I'm very curious. Yeah. So I like to look at a lot of things. So I'm always out there looking at life and thinking about it. So I guess that's just observation. But it's being able to have people understand an observation, even if it's really from a strange place or even if it's very personal. So I guess the thing is, once you get really good at the skills and your bottom comes up.
Hey, I got a call today. my phone rang and I answered it. I didn't recognize the number. I said hello, and the person said, "Please hold for the president." I was like, "What?" And then a voice comes on. It sounded like the president, and he's like, "Oh, this is President Obama." And I said, "No, that's not you." And he goes, "Yes, it is." And I said, "No, there's no way the president would ever call me." So he goes, "All right, we'll just hang up and call the White House and ask for me and you'll get through it. Maybe they'll convince you." So I said, "Okay," and I hung up. And I Googled the White House. And I got like the main number and I called and said, "Hi, this guy was calling me. He said he was the president. My name's Louie." And she put me through. So all of a sudden, I'm talking to the president. And I said, "Well, what can I do for you?" And he goes, "I don't know, what's up?" And he said, "Where are you?" I said, "I'm in Phoenix." And he said, "I heard they're all fags there." I know. And I was like, first of all, Phoenix is not known for that. Second of all, who says fags? Like, who says just fags? And then beyond that, how dare you, Mr. President? And he says, "So, go tell everybody who's gonna believe you, you fat douche." And he hung up. I was really surprised. That's what I would do. If I was the president, I would just bother people. I would fly around the country, go to like Wisconsin, go to some guy's house at 3 a.m. and just drink out of the milk carton. So tell everybody, just piss on the floor. Who's gonna believe you? Yeah, go tell everybody the president pissed on your floor at 3 a.m. Go ahead. To me, that would be the whole point of being president. Is getting to do that.
I always seem to get in trouble with people. I don't know what happens to me. I was in traffic once, and a guy behind me lost his mind. Did that ever happen to you? The guy behind you in traffic just decides that you're the problem. It's you. I don't know what happened. I'm sitting in this car, and there's 50 cars ahead of me before any light. And the guy behind me just starts beep, 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 beep. I look at him, and he's honking just at me. He's amazed that I'm not going. He's going, "Go! Jesus! Just go!" Screaming out his window at me. Like I'm driving all 50 cars there, you know? I'm pushing them like shopping carts in a parking lot. What does he think? He keeps yelling, "Go!" And I'm trying to do that thing. What? I can't. What do you want? What do you want? Why are you... But it just made him madder. He was like purple and crazy. And I'm laughing at him, you know, till he gets out of his car. He's one of these guys, gets out of his car, comes up to my car, starts screaming at me, "Move it! Move it!" And what am I gonna say back? What's gonna be my argument that's gonna make him see clearly, you know? Well, I can't because of all the cars. I'm not able to get through the cars because they're solid. They're made of solid material. You know what I mean? And he's gonna go, "Oh yeah, no, I didn't know they were solid. That's right. Yeah, you can't drive through the cars. I'll just go back to my car and wait. I'm sorry." That's not gonna happen. But he kept yelling at me, so I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna argue with this guy. I'll argue with him. But I'm going to argue about something else. I'm not going to have his argument. I'm going to have mine. So he goes, "Move it!" And I go, "Well, give me back my jacket!" And he stopped. And I was like, "Yeah, you got my jacket! Give it back! Now! I want it!" He got scared. Got back in his car and he locked his doors, so, you know, that's what I do from now on. talking to my this guy Jerry that I know, and he's one of these guys. You know those people who they sound like they're happy for you, but they sound like they're in pain also. You know people that talk like that. He's like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I go, "Well, my sister is getting married." "Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's terrific. Yeah, I think we're gonna have a baby. Oh my God! Ah! Ah! God bless you!
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, you guys. That's very nice. Thank you. How you doing, all right? Good. Good. This is good. You're out. Being out is good. It is. I don't go out anymore. I have a baby now, so I don't go out. Some of you have babies, but you don't love them, so you're here. That's cool. No, I mostly just go out with my daughter. I went to the park with her the other day. I was at this park in New York City Park, and they had these no drinking signs at the park. But it doesn't say no drinking. It has a picture of like a martini glass with a line through it. Are those really the people causing the problems with the drinking in the parks? Are they reaching their target audience with a martini glass, really? Shouldn't it be like a bottle in a bag with a line through it? You see people at this park at 4 a.m, "Hey, motherfucker!" I try to go to movies, but movies are all shit now. They are. They're all shit. Like they just have this machine that just makes shit. I try to see. I rented a movie. I rented the Jesus movie where they beat the shit out of Jesus for a couple hours. Wow, they kicked his ass. What happened? What, did he key somebody's Camaro? What did the guy do? Look, I didn't like the Jesus movie. I thought it was a shitty movie. And people get offended when you tell them that, like you're saying something wrong. It's like, I thought the Jesus movie sucked. And they're like, hey, man. Like, what? He's not in it. Who gives a shit? Like Jesus cares about Mel Gibson's movie, you know? Look, I was raised Catholic, so I know he did that for me, and I appreciate it, you know, thank you. He should have asked first, you know. I would have said, I'm all set, I don't need that done, because a little presumptuous. Only because, look, here's the thing. I was raised Catholic, and I'm not anymore, because if they're right, I am fucked. I'm going to hell, I am. Because I'm really I do wrong shit a lot. Man, I'm going to hell, I know it, and I don't want to go to hell, and really because I don't like new places. That's really the reason. Because I'm afraid I'll go to hell, I won't know where to sign up for shit, I'll be all confused. Like the first day of school, you know? I wonder, is there like a schedule to hell? How organized is your damnation? Like, the first they put you in one room and some monster fucks you up the ass for 1,000 years. You come out, you're like, well, I ain't fucking around in there, I tell you. I don't recommend that room. That was a drag. Then they take you and they put you in another room and they shit on your head. I don't know what the fuck they're doing out there, but what if hell's not like that? What if I'm just standing in a hallway in hell like, what do I do? Where do I go? Some demon walks up to me, hey, and I'm like, ah, demon. And the demon's like, come on, suck my dick. Ah! Now I'm blowing a demon in hell, and it's horrible. And I'm thinking I shouldn't have lied so much or whatever. But here's my question. What if when I'm done blowing the demon in the hallway? Which, how do you know when you're done blowing a demon in the hallway? I guess when he comes fire ants on you, whatever. When I'm done blowing the demon in the hallway, what if some guy in charge of hell walks up to me and goes, hey man, you didn't have to blow that guy, you know? He just hangs out here. He's not part of your damnation or anything. What did you blow him for? I just assume you're supposed to blow people. He said, suck my dick. So, so say no. What's so hard about that? Jesus. Look, man, you better pace yourself. You're down here forever. You're going to blow a lot of demons and elephants, all kinds of shit. Don't be freelancing in the hallways, for Christ's sakes. And also, you got to die to go to hell. And I don't want to die. I like my life. I'm very happy. I'm married, and I love my wife. I love her very much. My wife hates me. She fucking hates me. She hates me so much. Like, that's what she does. Like, if you ask her, what'd you do today? I fucking hate that guy. That's what I did today. I hate Louie. She's so mad at me all the time. Here's the latest thing. The other day, she got really mad. She said to me, you know what you did? You filled the dishwasher with dishes, you put the soap in, and you didn't turn it on. And I'm like, oh, shit. What are we going to do now? But here's the part where she blows my mind. This is amazing when she gets to this level. She says, well, why didn't you turn it on? Like, I have a reason for not turning it on. And I'm like, can't I just be stupid? Can't it just be that I'm a fucking idiot? That I filled the dishwasher and then I went, duh, and I walked away? I can live with that. I'm cool with that. But she says, no, why'd you do it? Which means I decided not to do it. Do you know how much more of an asshole that makes me? That means I filled the dishwasher and then I went, you know what? Fuck her. I ain't turning it on. She can suck my dick if she thinks I'm pressing that on button. I'll fill it, but I don't fucking press on, not in my own house. Why would I do that? That would be crazy. The thing that she's usually mad about is simple. She says that I don't listen to her when she's talking. And I don't. But it's not because I don't love her, blah, blah, blah. It's because I try to listen. I really do. When she talks, I just stare at her face. I'm like, come on, bring the story. But somehow I'm like, what the I can't do it. I try. Because every story gets divided into 50 stories that all branch out into these crazy... And I'm like, holy shit. I've got ADD. I can't do it. I'm like, fucking please. But I try every time I try because I love this retarded woman. So I try really hard to listen to her stories. Other people don't even try. We go to parties, she starts talking, people just walk away like, fuck this, that lady's crazy. Who would waste time listening to that crap? Me. She can't help it. I really feel bad for her because the thing is that every word of the story gets her so excited that she wants to fucking run with it and she can't fucking just break through and get to the end or even the beginning. This is my wife telling a story. She's like, guess what happened to my mom today? You remember I told you my mom how when she was in college, not when she went to Michigan, when she transferred. Remember because that guy got weird and she had to leave because he was not the Iranian guy. That was a different story. That guy, I think he was Persian. I heard that Persia actually split. What the fuck are you talking about? Jesus Christ! Pick a thing. Have some consideration for the fucking listener. I don't do that. Here's me telling a story. I bought a tomato and I ate it and it was good. That's a story anyone can follow. It's about a tomato the whole time. I like being married though. I do. I really like it. I seriously do. We were having sex, my wife and I, a couple of weeks ago, which is amazing that we did that because we never have sex. Never. Because we have a baby, and our baby's a fucking asshole and won't let us have sex. Oh, fuck, that kid's a jerk, man. Seriously. Every time she's got some urgent shit in her room. Papa, come in here. I am in now. Okay, I go in there. What's up? I need a pair of pants to put on my pony. Wow, holy shit. I'm trying to fuck your mom in there. Would you give me a break? Can a guy fuck your mom for a minute? There is no sex, man. I had no idea that marriage just means no sex. No, none, fucking none. I have friends that are thinking of getting married, and they say funny shit like, hey, you know, I don't know if I could do it, because I don't know if I could have sex with one woman for the rest of my life. I'm like, don't worry about that shit. You're going to have sex with 0 women for the rest of your life. That's a lot less than one woman. Who the fuck do you think you are? Where'd you get that fantasy? I'd love to have sex with one woman for the rest of my life. Any one woman. Big, fat, dead lady with a beard, I'd fuck her every day. I'd be proud to have her. That's not usually my problem. These days, my problem is very simple. It's trying to find a place in my house where I can masturbate without somebody bothering me. And that's getting really difficult. There's nowhere to go anymore. She's got her mother staying with us, too, in the guest room, and I'm on the streets now. I got nowhere to go. Like, now I know when I see a guy in the West Side Highway jerking off in plain daylight, that's not a homeless guy. That's a married man right there. He's got nowhere to go. Fuck it. Fuck you. Go ahead and look, man. I got nothing. What else am I going to do? It's not fair, man. I'm 37 and I own my home. I should be able to just stand in the living room. How you doing, honey? Good morning. But I can't. I gotta hide. I'm down in the cellar by the boiler like a troll down there. Just fucking miserable shit. That's what it's like. Masturbation doesn't bring much joy to guys. Women seem to like masturbating. They put flower petals on the pillow. They're like, ah, me, or whatever, you know. The guys are like, ah, shit. No, fucking God damn it. Sometimes you find ecstasy, but it's followed by the deepest self-hate and depression you've ever felt. It's an amazing drop from way up here to this, like, oh, yeah, what the fuck is wrong with me? God damn it. I gotta get to work. I don't have time for this shit right now. But then you get married, now you gotta hide. And you have to. You have to hide. Because when your wife catches you masturbating, that's sad for the whole family. That's not a good moment in a marriage. She comes in the cellar. Oh, my God. And then she always wants to know shit about it. She always asks me stuff. My wife's like, well, do you think about me when you're doing that? What are you, fucking high? Why would I do that? Why? I can think about anybody. That's magical. Why the fuck would I'm married to you. What do women really think their husbands are going, oh, my wife. Oh, yeah, that's fucking hot. Oh, yeah. Picking her up at the airport and getting yelled at. Oh, that's fucking hot. Yeah. Put it in the hamper, not on top, you idiot. Oh, I love when she talks like that. Yeah. But, you know, whatever. We're a family. We have a kid. That changes everything. You know, that's the whole thing. The kid is everything. Marriage is nothing. Without a kid, marriage is dating. It doesn't mean shit. And you don't realize it until you have a kid. Here's what happens. When you get married, you go, holy shit, I can't leave now. I mean, I wasn't thinking of leaving, but now I really can't leave. Then you have a kid and you go, holy shit, I could have left. I totally could have left. Fucking door was right there. Now I can't go. I got a kid now. I love my daughter. It's a lot of responsibility that you never think about, though. Like, you got to name your kid. That's a big deal right there. And you know what's amazing to me? You can name your kid anything you want. Isn't that incredible? There are no laws. There should be a couple of laws. None. You can literally name your kid anything. You can name your kid a name with no vowels if you want, like Singleton. Just 40 F's, that's his name. Go clean your room. Some people name their kids a word like sunshine or battery or whatever. I'd like to name my kid a whole phrase, you know, something like ladies and gentlemen. That would be a cool name for a kid. This is my son, ladies and gentlemen. Then when he gets out of hand, I get to go, ladies and gentlemen, please! But you got to be careful what you name your kid. You do have to be careful because what happens is other kids in school are going to make fun of them. They're going to make fun of their name. And you don't have to give them a weird name because they can do it with any name. Kids are geniuses at that. Any name. They take it, they go Louie Screwy, Joey Blowy, Mike, your mother's a dyke, whatever. They find a way, these kids. Any name. What's your name? Eric, you fucking asshole. See, just like that. Lightning speed these kids got. What's your name? Joe, eat a bag of shit, cunt face. You see, just like that. He got that all through school and cried like a pussy. It's not gonna happen to my little girl. My daughter is really something else, man. She runs the house. She runs the whole house. She decides everything. Like we were playing hide and seek the other day. We play hide and seek, and we play by her rules that she invented. And do you know why? Because she sucks at hide and seek. And so she covers it with this fucking ruse to level the playing field. And I gotta fucking pretend it's all that she's great. No, it's bullshit. Like, we're playing... Oh, fucking... I know she's a kid, but fucking listen. When it's my turn to hide, she tells me where to hide. She tells me where. She goes, hide in the closet, Papa, but you're going to know where hide in the closet! All right, fuck, I'll hide in the closet. Good, fine. Now I'm standing in the closet like an asshole. She comes in, I found you. She's like shitty about it, like, I found you. And I'm like, wow. How did you figure out where you told me to fucking hide? And then when she hides, this is her hiding. She goes over to a wall and does this. She goes, that's it. There's nothing here. What the fuck is this? Like this is some ninja invisibility crouch. And I gotta act like an idiot. I can't just walk in and go, yeah, you're there. Because she'll cry and shit her pants, right? So I gotta walk around like an asshole. Where is she? I have no idea. Where could she be? I'm making eye contact. I don't see her. It's amazing to me. The other day we're playing, this is how things have gotten in my house, okay? Here's a very good example of where it's gone. We're playing a version of hide and seek where my wife and I have to decide together where to look. She likes that. She's like, Mama, you tell Papa where to look. Okay, well, fine. So she's over there hiding like this, just in plain sight. And my wife and I, my wife's like, why don't you look under the bed? I'm like, okay. She's not there. And then she says, why don't you look in the linen closet? Okay, so I open the closet. She goes, that's not the linen closet. We don't put that in there anymore. All right, fucking Jesus. All right, I'll look in. So I look in that. Why would she be in that closet? That has shelves. She can't stand in a shelf. Well, maybe she's crawled in a shelf. Now we're having a fight about where to look for this fucking kid who's standing right there. She totally runs the house. I remember Halloween last year, a couple of days before Halloween, my wife comes up to me and she's like, we have to get you a cat costume. No, we don't, actually. No, we do, because she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know. It's like she's a guy with a gun in the other room. That's what it's like. She's like, she thinks you're going to be a cat. I don't know how she got it in her head, but she's expecting to be a cat on Halloween. I was going to tell her to go fuck herself, because I'm not doing it. I'm not afraid of her. She's 2. I'll fucking fight her. I could take her. I could beat the shit out of thousands of 2-year-olds all day, just walk around. They would never even gang up on me. They suck. I'm not afraid of her. So my wife decided that she wanted to get pregnant again. She decided it. And this is back in August. She told me, you need to be in town next week. Why? because I'm getting, I'm ovulating. So, like, not do you want another kid, just be in town. That's how she handles it. I'm like, I don't want another kid, so fuck it. And she's like, all right. Next week, she starts blowing me, right? Now, she hasn't blown me in, Jesus, I don't know if I've ever been blown. That's how long it is. She's blowing me on the day she's ovulating. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm like, yeah, you love it. Like, I think she digs me now. Fucking stupid. So she's having another baby any day now. She's due, and it's true. She's fucking the whole thing. And I'm like, okay. No, it's great. Fuck it. That's really the attitude that keeps a family together. It's not we love each other. It's fuck it, man. Fuck it. Another kid. Fuck it. Why not? Let them all in. Good. Fuck it. But the problem is we have no fucking money. I don't know where she thinks the money's coming from. We're so broke. I'm so sick of being broke. I'm broke. I'm just always just keep digging this hole. And most people are broke too. That's the thing. This country's just everybody's broke. That's why I don't like George Bush, but I didn't like Kerry either because they're fucking both rich and they don't get it. They don't know what it's like to be poor. Like poor people know what it's like to be rich. They know exactly what it's like because they fantasize about it constantly. Every poor person has their whole rich life all planned out. Every detail. I'm going to have a house made of chocolate, and people are going to blow me as I walk in each room. They're going to be waiting. I'm going to wipe my ass with live rabbits and throw them out the window. You got it all worked out. But rich people don't fantasize about being poor. Why the fuck would they do that? I'll have to take the bus everywhere. Yeah! I've always been poor my whole life. I fucking never had any money. And I don't care. I don't give a shit. But, there's a lot of people that are poor now. Like, I was driving through upstate New York, and there's people up there, man, their lives are just shitty. Like, you ever drive through a whole town, and you're like, what, did a shit bomb go off in this place? What happened? Everybody's life sucks in the whole town. And you can tell because they're just standing in front of their houses like... just bleak. And a lot of people call those people white trash. And I love that expression, white trash, because it's the only racial expression that you can use, and nobody gets offended. Nobody gives a shit. When you say white trash, nobody goes, hey, don't talk like that about them. That's not nice. Nobody defends white trash. You could be talking to the most liberal hippie in the world. You go, hey, I saw this guy, he was white trash. He'll go, ha ha, fuck that guy. White trash loser. No, I don't know. I just want to be a good dad, raise my daughter, and it's a complicated country. People get angry. Everybody hates gay people. I never understood anger towards gay people because a person being gay doesn't affect your life. So it's weird to me that people just they're in their homes going, oh, people are gay. Damn it! What do you care? I can understand hating gay people if, say, you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other right on the grass. And you're like, oh, I gotta cut around you faggots every Sunday. I'm sick of this shit. Or say you're eating your breakfast in the morning and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks right in front of you. Hey, come on! I gotta get to work. I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon. Fucking homos, get out of my kitchen. I hope I'm a better parent than my parents were. My parents were not good parents. My parents, here's a typical example. My parents, this is a true story, I swear to God. My parents sent me to summer camp when I was in 3rd grade. It's a good idea, right? But they didn't look into the camps. They just chose one out of the phone book randomly. And I swear to God this happened. I get there, it's a camp for all retarded kids. I swear to God. I went to camp for retarded kids. I swear to God. I'll never forget, the moment I arrived, I looked around and I realized, holy shit, I'm retarded. I didn't think I was, but I must be. How am I the only kid who's not? This is how they chose to tell me? This is it? Just send him to the camp. Fuck it, he'll figure it out. He's retarded, he's not stupid. I loved it there. It was great. Everybody's nice. Every game is a tie. Just gold medals for everybody. It was awesome. Here's the thing. I never judge other parents now. I never do. I used to, but I never do. Like, you know when you see a mother in McDonald's or someplace or in a toy store and she's just melting down on her kid? She's like, shut up. I hate you. You're ugly. And people are standing around going, oh my goodness, she's a horrible mother. Well, guess what? Those people aren't fucking parents. They don't have kids. Because any parents who are in that store are thinking, what did that shitty kid do to that poor woman? That poor woman. I wish I could help. Because you don't know, man. You don't know. Or like when you see a parent that seems to be negligent, like you see a parent in McDonald's with the kid, and the parent's like, I can't take this shit anymore, and just like collapsed, and all the shopping bags are just strewn everywhere. And the kid's happy. The kid's eating French fries. And the kid asks a question like, Mama, why is the sky blue? And she's like, just shut up and eat your French fries. And you think, what a terrible mother. Why doesn't she answer her child? When I have a child, I will answer all of their questions and open their minds to the wonders of the world. Well, guess what? You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You can't answer a kid's question. They don't accept any answer. A kid never goes, oh, thanks, I get it. They fucking never say that. They just keep coming. More questions. Why? Until you don't even know who the fuck you are anymore at the end of the conversation. It's an insane deconstruction. It's amazing. This is my daughter the other day. She's like, Papa, why can't we go outside? Well, because it's raining. Why? Well, water's coming out of the sky. Why? Because it was in a cloud. Why? Well, clouds form when there's vapor. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know any more things. Those are all the things I know. Why? Because I'm stupid, okay? I'm stupid. Why? Well, because I didn't pay attention in school, okay? I went to school, but I didn't listen in class. Why? Because I was high all the time. I smoked too much pot. Why? Because my parents gave me no guidance. They didn't give a shit. Why? Because they fucked in a car and had me, and they resented me for taking their youth. Why? Because they had bad morals. They just had no compass. Why? Because they had shitty parents. It just keeps going like that. Why? Because fuck it. We're alone in the universe. Nobody gives a shit about us. I'm going to stop here to be polite to you for a second. But this goes on for hours and hours, and it gets so weird and abstract at the end. It's like, why? Well, because some things are and some things are not. Why? Well, because things that are not can't be. Why? Because then nothing wouldn't be. You can't have fucking nothing isn't. Everything is. Why? Because if nothing wasn't, there'd be fucking all kinds of shit that we don't like, giant ants with top hats dancing around. There's no room for all that shit. Why? I'll fuck you. Eat your French fries, you little shit. God damn it. Thank you.
Talked about the tie, Louie. You're breaking my heart. Remember the first time you didn't have the tie, and I said,
right.
what did you dress up?
That's
Next
right.
time you dressed up, I was delighted.
You were really happy.
Yeah,
I know it means a lot to you. I know it's important to you.
If you had a show and you were nice enough to invite me, I'd have the tie.
I know you would. But if you didn't, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't hurt my feelings. But I understand how you feel about it.
Listen,
the thing, I got the jacket though. I think a jacket and a t-shirt is a decent mid-ground.
I know.
I felt like a jerk with a tie. It's not me.
Really?
I feel like a defendant.
Well, no,
with
the
a tie on.
ties. You feel. Well, the tie is not me either, but it's what I got.
Well,
on.
no, yeah.
Now listen, this has happened to me twice now. I went to see the movie Blue Jasmine, and I'm enjoying the film. And Kate Blanchett,
yeah,
my
she's good.
God, it was lovely.
Very good at acting.
And I'm really enjoying the film. And then I see Andrew Dice Clay, and I say to myself, honest to God, Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah. And then I see you in the movie, and I think, who knew these guys were so good? Andrew Dice Clay as a serious actor, and you as a serious actor.
Oh, thank you
in a Woody Allen film. All right. And then you came on the show.
That's right.
And we talked about it, and you had your tie on, and everything was fine. And now I go to see American Hustle.
Yeah.
Nobody tells me you're in American Hustle.
No, it's a secret.
So the movie is going along and along and along, and I'm enjoying it. And Jennifer Lawrence and the big stars who are in the thing. And then there's Louis C.K. again. And in the movie, you're wearing a tie.
That's right. I'm wearing a tie in the movie.
Now, Louis,
I'm wearing a big fat 70s tie. It's like
how does this happen? How do you get to be in big movies?
Well, it's like I don't know. They asked me to do it. I don't audition or anything. I don't like to do movies.
Yeah.
And,
what do you mean you don't like to do it?
Well, I don't like auditioning. I don't like trying to get that kind of work.
Right.
And I used to audition, and I never got any parts. And the first movie I got, well, somebody offered me a movie part. They asked me to audition, and I said, okay, and I didn't show up because I hate doing it. So then they're insulted.
Good move.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Just don't show up.
Don't show up.
And they go, well, we made another appointment for you, and I didn't show up to that either. And then they sent me the script and said, put yourself on film in your house and send it to us. And I said, yes, and I didn't do it.
Didn't do that.
And then they called me and said, you got the part. So.
That's crazy. What was the film?
It was called Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins. It starred Martin Lawrence, and I had a huge part that is gone because I was so bad. I was terrible. I couldn't remember my lines. I couldn't talk.
But in the two movies that I've seen you in, you're great.
Thank you.
What happened since then that made you so comfortable
I don't know
as
what
an
happened.
actor?
I don't know. I don't know why I was so bad in that movie. The director at one point, he said, his name was, it was Spike Lee's cousin, Malcolm. He said to me, the things you say are very important because if you don't say them right, nobody understands what's happening in the movie. Like, he had to say that to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yeah, but I still couldn't do it.
Now, I'm told in this movie, American Hustle, that there's a bit of dialogue that you, in fact, brought to the film, brought to the set. It was your idea. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm not sure.
The story about going fishing?
Oh, yeah, the fishing. Well, he wanted me to tell a story about ice fishing. That was his. He said, tell a story about ice fishing.
Who's he, the director?
Yeah, he. The Lord told me. It came to me in a dream. Tell a story about ice fishing throughout the movie. The director asked me to tell a story about ice fishing, and that's all he told me. And so I tried to come up with it. And the more we filmed the movie, the more I hatched about this ice fishing story.
Well, it's a very effective device, and it's interesting. You would think that the director and the screenwriter could have come up with something. They don't have to burden you as an actor, but it worked out just great.
Yeah, he thought of it right on the spot. He was like, just something about ice fishing. Okay, so I tried. Yeah.
Now, so I'm not surprised again. Are you in more big movies?
No, I'm not. I don't really. I'm trying to reach a certain level of fame. I'm not trying to get as famous as possible. I'm trying to reach kind of a sweet spot.
Well, you've come to the right place.
I just, when you start growing in fame, it's because more and more people like you. And only people that like you are aware of you. But then when you start getting your face on buses and stuff, now people that hate you know who you are. And the hate quotient starts to grow a lot. So that's what I'm trying to be aware of.
Is it maybe a problem with self-esteem?
No, it's just that everybody hates somebody sometimes. I mean, everybody is hate. If you're known by millions of people, some of them are going to hate you. There's no way.
Let me just wrap this segment up by saying...
I'm sorry, I should have stopped.
No, you're fine.
20 minutes ago.
Dress for the job you want, not for the job you have. Okay. We'll be right back with Louis C.K., ladies and gentlemen. You filmed... the last episode of your show in, was it Shanghai, is that right?
Beijing.
Beijing, China.
That's right.
Ooh. Now, what was the point of that, and what was it like? That sounds like, oh my God, it's got to be hard to do that.
It was hard to go to China.
Yeah.
It's really far away. And
did they know what they were getting? The Chinese people say, "Oh, look, Louis C.K. wants to come to China," and they probably hacked your computers and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah, we had to go through a long, arduous process. We started early in the year of trying to get the rights to go. We had to talk to their cultural. I didn't do any of this. The people that work for me did all this.
Now, the United States is comfortable with you doing a show in China?
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot of movies are produced there and stuff. And I mean, it's tricky because I did a stand-up show over there. While I was there, some people were like, "Hey, do a show." And I did a show in this old Peking theater, this very, very ancient theater, and. I was like, do I have to worry about what I say, you know? And they're like, have fun, you know?
Yeah, they're such fun-loving folks.
Yeah, they just, you know, we just...
All they want is fun over there.
They just have a great time. That's all they do over there is have a great time.
I didn't realize you spoke Chinese.
I don't speak any Chinese.
That's what I thought. Now,
That's right.
what about the people in the theater?
Well, a lot of them spoke, well, enough of them spoke English that, you know, they understood enough to be really offended by what I said. So, they got really mad. Yeah, they got really upset.
No, were they upset?
They did. I mean, somebody got upset.
Somebody got upset.
The sense I get is that the government doesn't really do anything anymore, but everybody's really scared. So if you do anything weird, everybody's like, stop it. So, you know, we were told like somebody might disappear if you use that joke on the show. You know, they use words like that, you know.
Wow.
I'd rather you didn't use that on your show because I might disappear. Things like that. I don't want to say too much because maybe the guy will still disappear. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
What is the city like? Is it westernized? Is it like a huge New York?
Very. It's more like a giant Dayton, Ohio. It is. It's a
huge Dayton, Ohio.
Smoky. You can't breathe because of the pollution.
Sure.
You just can't breathe.
Yeah.
It's brutal. But it was cool. I mean, I never thought I'd go to China, you know. And
would you go back?
The people I met, I really loved. No. But I'd like to go to another part of China because I love Chinese culture. And
you visited, you were invited to someone's home.
Yeah, we went. I wanted to shoot a scene where I'm up in the mountains in some old lady's house and she's feeding me. So we just drove up this windy road and we found this little tiny old woman. And we're like, can we film here? She's just like, come in, and she just started giving me food. And so we just filmed me being fed by this woman. So that was a singular experience.
Wow. So was this random? You just dropped by the house and she said, of course, please come in?
Kinda, yeah. Kinda, that's how it works.
Government agent, probably. It's probably a government agent.
Probably. I don't know anything about it. I don't know.
And so that was must have been very, very exciting to be in Shanghai.
Yeah.
And then I'm sorry, Beijing.
Yeah, sorry. Really doesn't matter.
This other thing I find fairly courageous. You produced, directed, wrote a movie in the late 90s, 98, something like that? And this was like a first outing as a director?
First time I directed, yeah.
And you look at it now, and what do you think of it as you look at it now?
Well, it's very weird. It's a really strange. It's a black and white movie, and it just makes very little sense, but I think it's funny.
And at the time...
I thought it was this really intelligent and important movie.
Right. And you took it to festivals and stuff?
So went to Sundance. Yeah. There was 15 people at the screening. And 2 when it was over. Literally, it was a disaster. Yeah. Nobody wanted to see it. I was heartbroken. I was 28 years old, and I thought, this is my movie.
Right.
It's funny, you know, because when I look back at old versions of myself, I go, what an idiot, you know? Any version of me 20 years ago or 10 years ago, I'm like, that. I was a moron. But then I thought I was great.
Right. You know,
so now I think I'm great.
I'm glad to hear you say that because I go through the same thing, and I wonder if it's common to the human experience. If I can't sleep at night, I will start remembering stupid things I have done when I was younger. And oh my God, it gets to be a little frightening.
Does it lull you to sleep? Is that why you do it?
Well, that's the objective. Yeah, but then you wake up thinking, okay, I don't want to. I'm trying to be a better person as we go forward.
I think as long as you think that your past was bad, you must be improving. That's what I think. Right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah,
that's probably the way it works.
So nobody wanted to distribute your movie.
Nobody cared about it or wanted to see it.
How much did it cost you to make this movie?
About $180,000.
Out of your own pocket?
Out of my own pocket. I had written for you, and I saved some of that money. All the money I
that's where that money went.
That's where it went.
Do you ever see Eraserhead?
Sure, yeah. Love David's work, yeah.
Well, anyway, it reminded me a little of Eraserhead.
Oh, yeah, a little bit, right?
So we're going to show, and now you can buy this movie.
Yeah, so it's been sitting literally under my bed for 15 years. No one's seen it. Steve Carell is in it. Amy Poehler's in it for a second. J.B. Smoove, who's in this clip, and he's very funny. A lot of really great actors, and it just sat there.
So what's
and now
the,
I have
the story?
Well, it's about a guy who runs a photo store, which is already something that doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. And he's very persnickety. He doesn't like people touching his stuff. He likes things in order. He also goes home and he sits in a bowl of ice cream naked at night because that relaxes him. And then there's this old lady who's very unhappy and her husband's mean to her, but he gets eaten by a pack of wild dogs. So
now the important thing for is it $5?
$5.
$5. You can go to louisck.net.
louisck.net.
Beginning Wednesday. Is it com or net?
Either one works.
Either one works?
Yeah, I got them both.
Oh, you have
both parked at the same site. Wednesday at noon it goes
there it
live.
Is right there.
You can watch it, and when you buy it,
let's
you
show
own
them a
it.
clip.
There you go. That's the website.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
Funny, yeah. Yeah, it's not for everybody. That would be the tagline. It's not for everybody.
It's $5. How big a deal can it be? So spend the $5 and decide.
And you own it. And nobody bothers you.
No,
we don't
you're
check.
Fine. It's not like we're in China here, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
It's called Tomorrow Night. It can be yours for $5 on the website there, the louiscknet.com, whatever that thing is. And it's available beginning Wednesday. All right, Louis, next time.
Nice to see you.
A tie.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try.
I'm going to kill you. We'll be right with BJ Ganem, ladies and gentlemen.
I have 2 kids. I try to be a better person around my kids. I really do. I try to change my behavior around them. Like, I have rules in my house. They all apply to me. Like, I have a rule that I don't curse around my kids. It's a rule. It does happen. You know, sometimes you have a stressful moment and you're with your kids, so you say something by mistake. Like one time I was making dinner for my kids, and I gave my daughter a bowl of soup, and I said, here's your fucking soup. But you can see how that was a tough situation. You're supposed to teach your kids right from wrong. I don't know, it's confusing, you know? Some people raise their kids religiously, and that kind of covers it. They kind of go, all this, do that. I'm not raising my kids religiously, because I don't feel like it. Let's get up on a Sunday, fuck that. Fuck that. Let your souls rot, kids. I don't care, I'm not getting it. Daddy, who's Jesus? None of your business, go back to bed. But my kids, you know, they're living in the world, and there's a lot of religion in the world, so you do have to teach your kids, if you're not raising them religiously, you do have to teach them about religion, you know? I always tell my kids the same thing. I tell them that there are many religions in the world, and they're all equal, but the Christians are the main one. That's what I tell them. The Christians won, they're the winners, so act accordingly. Congratulate Christians when you meet them, because they won the world. And it's true. It's true. We love to tell ourselves, like, every religion is exactly... No, they're not. The Christians won everything a long time ago. If you don't believe me, let me ask you a question. What year is it? I mean, come on. What year is it according to the entire human race? And why? What year is it? Anybody, sir, just yell out the year. Thank you. 2016. No, it's 20. That's right. It's 2017. What is that? That's a number. It's not just any number. It must be a very important number, because we're counting to it in unison as a species. For thousands of years, we've been going 1, 2, 3, come on everybody, 4, and now come on Africa, 5, 6. What is this number? We're counting the days since what? Since there was ever people, or since the sun did a something? Not at all. It's been 2017 years since what? Anybody, yell it out. Yes, Christ! Christ! That's right. It's been 2017 years since Christ Jesus. We are counting the days since Jesus together. Which makes sense if you're Christian, but what the fuck are the rest of us doing? Jesus was here, Jesus was here, Jesus was here. Everybody, scientists, historians, Jesus, Jesus. Jesus plus 2, Jesus plus 3, Jesus plus 4. Jesus plus 2017 years, 4 months, and 3 days is when your license expires. How is that not a win for the Christians? How is that not a complete win? That's not a Monday off in October. That's there was no time before Jesus. And the whole world went, okay, sure. And then somebody was like, what about the years before him? There were billions, I mean, infinity. Those go backwards. You want us to measure most of history backwards? To accommodate one religion? Uh-huh. All right, we'll do it, it's fine. We'll do it. The whole world. You ever watch New Year's Eve around the world? They always show you like how every country celebrates. It's kind of cool. There's one little island. It's the first place that's actually the place that it's the year. It's a little island in the Pacific. I forget what it's called, but the people, they do a little ceremony for New Year's Eve every year. And they just wear grass. Because they don't even have sticks yet. They're in the grass age. They have no clocks. But they do a dance. 2017. And it goes around the world. Oh, it's 2017. Death to all Christians in 2017. The Jews are quietly keeping track. It's really 5,766, but that's for us. We're just, that's okay. We're just keeping track for when you snap out of it. It's all right. I'll write yours on my check. I don't want a problem. What about Chinese New Year? Yeah, what about Chinese New Year? All right. Next time you're doing your taxes, just write monkey where the year goes. Just put monkey. See what happens to your funds. No, it's 2017, year of our Lord. Jesus-y, a clock on the nose. And they made it up. That's the weirdest part, is they got to rename years that had already taken place. Because you know that's not what those years were. You know that, right? That the year 3 wasn't the year 3 during the year 3. Nobody was walking around back then. Hey, what year is it? It's 3. Yeah, but I'm 28. How can I be 28? There's only been 3. Well, see, you were born in BC 24, and there's a 0. Remember it went backwards? Oh, shit, that was stressful. I hated those years. What was that like? What year is it? 10. What year is it now? 9. What the fuck is gonna happen?
Get angry. Everybody hates gay people. I never understood anger towards gay people because a person being gay doesn't affect your life. So it's weird to me that people just they're in their homes going, oh, people are gay. Damn it! What do you care? I can understand hating gay people if, say, like, you're mowing your lawn and two guys are blowing each other right on the grass. And you're like, oh, I gotta cut around you faggots every Sunday. I'm sick of this shit. Or say you're eating your breakfast in the morning and you're about to put your spoon in the cereal bowl and two guys touch dicks right in front of you. Hey, come on! I gotta get to work. I don't have time to dodge your dicks with my spoon.
Hello there. Hey. Okay. All right. I'm gonna talk to you for about an hour. And it's weird. It's weird what I do. Somebody asked me once if it takes confidence to... Nobody asked me, but I just want to talk about this. If it takes... It does take confidence to do this. It takes not a general confidence, but a specific kind, you know? There's lots of kinds of confidence. There's personal confidence. I don't have much of that. Personal confidence is like a man wearing white pants. That takes, you know, tremendous confidence and optimism, really. To leave the house in white pants, like, it's going to be a great day. There's going to be no puddles or pizza, nothing. I could never wear white pants because I'll get my period, first of all. I know that. Or diarrhea, more likely. That's really my period. Diarrhea. About once a month, I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. Better just get home. Don't make any big decisions today. It's true, don't make, if you have diarrhea, don't negotiate. It's a bad bargaining position. If I have diarrhea, you stand between me and the toilet, I'll sell you my house for 10 cents. So that's one kind of confidence. Here's another kind, moral confidence. Moral confidence. That means knowing that you would do the right thing. Knowing that you wouldn't do something wrong. Moral confidence. You can have that in your daily life, because a lot of your days are the same. But what if you were in another time? I would love to believe, I feel confident that I would not have had slaves. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have done it. I wouldn't have had any. Even if I lived in 17 whatever, in Virginia, and all my neighbors had slaves, I would have been like, you guys are dicks. I can say that, but it's easy to say that now, because you can't get no slaves. You just can't, you can't get any. That's why you don't have slaves. It's not because you're better than back then people. It's because they're not available. That's a huge contributing factor.